Hello everybody out there, and welcome back here with the future once again to another showcase and review. And today's showcase and review has to do with the poll winner that I put up 2 polls ago. My poll up now is what you would like to see after I do the showcase and review of this. And the winner of the poll that I'm doing today is the Star Wars 6-inch Dollar General action figures. Now, I only see these at Dollar General, and they're 6 inches. Like, I have a few of them already that I've done past showcases and reviews on, like this Luke Skywalker right here. So stay tuned, and we'll check out the 2 new ones that I picked up. I had Luke and Han, and these 2 that I picked up were actually out in a clearance bin outside of the store during business hours. So I have never saw one of these ever hanging on the pegs in there. So I was wondering where the heck they got it, but I'm glad I picked it up. And also, there's another one which I did see hanging, but I never did pick him up in the past. But I decided, since they were on clearance, to go ahead and pick him up because he is actually my namesake. You'll see here in a second from Star Wars. But yeah, I want to thank everybody who subscribed lately, dropped any comments, left any feedback, voted on the polls. Those are really helping guide, my videos to, please the audience that I'm showing these videos to out there. So that's a really cool option, I think, that they have here on YouTube that you can obtain once you hit like 1,000 subscribers or whatever. You are able to access that. So make sure you go to my community tab, check out all my polls. Actually, I did a poll on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who's your favorite? And Michelangelo is leading right now. And I did that poll just to kind of see if Michelangelo is everybody else's favorite turtle. So make sure you go vote on who's your favorite turtle. Actually, Leonardo has 0 votes so far on the poll. And I thought that was kind of interesting too. Nobody likes Leo. So anyway, I love all the turtles, but Mikey's always been my favorite. Leo definitely probably one of the worst. But anyway, let's check out these Star Wars 6-inch action figures from Dollar General. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below. Give me a like if you like this video. If this is your first time viewing, do all that I just mentioned. If you're a repeat viewer, I really appreciate all the support here on my channel, guys. And now let's check out the recent poll winner, the Star Wars 6-inch Dollar General action figures. I got 2 of them here. Actually, there's 4 completely here, but 2 new ones that I picked up. So let's check it out, guys. Okay, so here we have the 4 6-inch action figures that I now have in my collection. You can see my trees up back there too, making a good little background for this video. I never set it up to intend it that way, but I'm glad it's back there now. Cool. Anyway, just noticed that. Anyway, the 2 new figures that I picked up from this collection are the Rey. Obviously, everybody knows Rey from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, the main character. And then, I guess that's how I've looked up the pronunciations. It's Kanan Jarrus is what I've come to figure out. His name is Kanan Jarrus, or Kanan Jarrus. I mean, either way, he's basically my namesake, other than the spelling. Mine's J-A-R-O-S. This is J-A-R-R-U-S, but it's pronounced Jarrus, from what I've looked up. I've heard other people say it Jarrus too, but that's how they do with my name. So it's kind of funny that we both have the same thing going on there with our names. He's actually from the animated series on Disney XD that ran from 2014 to March 2018 for its final episode. It ran for 75 episodes, and it fills in the gaps between episodes 3 and 4. The animated series does, that was on Disney XD, Star Wars Rebels. So it's kind of cool that you get an animated series Jedi here. He actually led, he is the leader of the Rebels in the series. So very cool to get the main character and add him into this collection. And he even has the animated look too. So they didn't try to make him look realistic. They made him look like he does on the animated series. So very cool. We'll take a closer look at those. But the ones I already had, if you haven't saw my video already, I'll put it up in the right here when I'm able to. But here is Luke Skywalker as he is depicted in The Return of the Jedi. Little write-ups on him and everything on the back. These are very cool. Made by Hasbro, official licensed. But they're just distributed throughout Dollar Generals that I know of, or other dollar stores might have them as well. I'm always on the lookout for new ones. But usually I don't want to pay the retail price, like $5 or whatever. So yeah, I got all these on clearance. I was able to get Han and Luke, I think, on clearance as well. But I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to go back to that video and check out if I bought these. They were at least marked down, I think. But very sweet that you get the lightsaber there. They're exposed out of the packaging. They have the articulation in the head that you can check out. The arms are strapped down and everything, though, but at least you get a good look, you know, at what the actual bodies of these figures look like outside the packaging, and you can actually feel around on them, because I'm an on-card collector and I'm not going to take them out. I have them actually hanging up displayed like this. And then you get Han Solo with this smuggler blaster there, that I like to call him, or, you know, bounty hunter blaster, some people call him. But yeah, very cool. I like the depictions there too. They're like illustrations and not like actual pictures, as you can see there, of Luke and Han. If you got Luke, you got to have Han. And he is how he is depicted in A New Hope, the first episode that was originally called just Star Wars when I was a kid. So yeah, he has a very nice likeness too. So I just wanted to show these off too. Like I said, a little write-up on them. Shows what they're depicted from. And the only one that I didn't have from this series is Darth Vader there, because now I have Kanan Jarrus, or Kanan Jarrus, Kanan Jarrus, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, very, very cool. And I was very happy to grab these two new 6-inch figures to my collection, to add them. And we'll look at Kanan Jarrus first, or Kanan Jarrus, however you want to say it. I really like the armor here on his shoulder there, and the detail on these are really good, you know, for like dollar store figures. You can see each of them have the hilt like permanently molded into their hands for the lightsaber, and the lightsaber here is, you take it out and you attach it into the hilt. So that's something a little different that you don't see on many normal Star Wars figures, because it's the same there with Luke, and the same here with Han. But you'll see something different out of the newer one, because these three were made in 2015, as you can see here on the back for Hasbro. But the other one that I picked up, and this has pretty much basically the same back as the Luke and Han, and you can see Darth, Han, and Luke are the other figures you can get. You can also look for, it says there. It says each sold separately, subject to availability. StarWars.com, Force Awakens, and StarWarsHasbro.com down there. But it has a little write-up here on Kanan Jarrus. And it says, a Jedi Padawan who survived the destruction of the Jedi Order, which is Order 66 that he survived. Kanan kept his past a secret until he joined a group of rebels dedicated to resisting the Empire. So yeah, he is the leader of those rebels, because he is, you know, one of the few Jedis that survived Order 66. Be cool, you know. It would have been cool if they could have, like, you know, added him to the newer, you know, 7, 8, and 9. But, you know, they didn't ever think about going back and adding any characters that were already kind of canon to it. But he would have been cool to add into them. Especially Episode 8. I would have thrown him in, maybe have an appearance. But whatever. Episode 8 was the hugest letdown. I am not a fan of The Last Jedi at all. But yeah, there is Kanan Jarrus. If you want to actually know that, I did a movie review when I saw that movie, so you can go back and check that out. I might put that up in the right. Here is Rey, one of my favorites from The Force Awakens and from the horrible Last Jedi. I thought she did a great job in The Force Awakens, actually, as the lead role. But like I said, The Last Jedi couldn't be saved by anybody. And the difference between her and the other ones is that her lightsaber hilt is actually on the lightsaber itself there. So you can actually take that out and in and out of her hand instead of having the hilt permanently, you know, molded in there. And even Han's blaster was permanently molded in. But Rey, decked out in her attire from Episode 1, The Force Awakens. We still have not figured out who her mom and dad are. And this is her Starkiller base attire from The Force Awakens, as you can see here on the back. And this one was launched in 2016. So I think, you know, they thought maybe we'll make some updates on these and not, you know, permanently mold in the lightsaber hilt. I like the illustration here. And I don't know if I got a good shot of the illustration of Kanan Jarrus or Kanan Jarrus on the front of the other packaging or not. You do have the Disney logo there, of course. If I didn't point that out, in the Hasbro logo, and your warning, choking hazard, not for children under 3 years, ages 4+, and then, you know, the name of the character there, like it says down there. Kanan Jarrus. Kanan Jarrus. I want to say Jarrus and Jarrus too, so I see how my name is confusing. I really want to know how you exactly say his name. Anyway, I think I need to watch the series and see how they pronounce it. Anyway, here you see a write-up on Ray, that Starkiller base. It says, Ray is a resilient survivor, a scavenger toughened by a lifetime of dealing with the cutthroats of the harsh desert world of Jakku. So yeah, I really thought Force Awakens was pretty good. Like, I did a review on that, and you can go back and see that my review was pretty positive for the most part. There were some complaints, but then Episode 8 came along, The Last Jedi, and yeah, that's all I gotta say, is that it was pretty bad. And it also says on this, also look for Darth Maul on the side there. I really want to get Darth Maul. So if I could ever find Darth Maul, I'd be, you know, really happy. Let's just say that. And it says subject to availability. I've never saw him. Instead of putting him on the back, they put him on the side, so I'm guessing there was only 2 figures in this wave. Kind of weird. The bottom here, I don't know if I showed off those, you know. Distributed by in Australia by Hasbro. Distributed in New Zealand by Hasbro. It's just showing you all the distributors. Made in Vietnam. Always cool to see that. My dad's a Vietnam vet. But like I said, the detail on these guys, really, really good. For figures, you know, found at Dollar Generals and whatnot. Like I said, that's the only place I've ever saw them at, so that's what I label them as. But pretty good likeness overall, I think, here for Rey. So we have Rey, Luke, Han, and Kanan. And I'm going to call him Jarrus this time, just for namesake. But yeah, there's a look at the 6-inch Dollar General Star Wars action figures. I think they're really cool. Like I said, I found, you know, 2 of them on clearance that I know. I think these 2 might have been found at least reduced or on clearance the same way. But very cool. If you can find them, definitely pick them up on card collectors and ones that open them up alone. They're very cool for display. And yeah, guys, I want to thank everybody who checked this out. Kind of interested to see what they do for Episode 9, because Episode 8 was so bad. They're going to have to try to redeem themselves if they do Episode 9. I just want to kind of throw that in there. But yeah, to all the Star Wars fans out there, may the Force be with you. Thanks for checking this out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a comment down below, and give me a like if you like what you saw. And until next time, guys, thanks for checking this out. As always, Merry Christmas time. And until next time, guys, as always, may the Force be with you, and peace out.